Hello and welcome to the 6th part of this series where we cover the mechanics of bosses in the main game of Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix. If you missed a previous boss or would like to see a future boss you may be struggling with, there is a playlist of all these videos on my channel. Let's get into Cave of Wonders Guardian, aka Tigerhead now, the second boss of Agrabah. There isn't much to say about this fight in all honesty, it's just a bad fight. Generally, any early game fight that has a lot of mobs in it is a problem. We don't have a lot of tools to deal with it, so it's pretty bad. There is, of course, the Tiger Head, but there is also several bandits, fat bandits, or air soldiers in the arena at any given time as well. The bandits can fly up to the head and knock you off, while the air soldiers can slap you off. Once you fall off the head, you are going to die 90% of the time, unless he has a few hits left and you dodge everything somehow. While this fight is mostly garbage, we will try to dissect it. Tigerhead has two possible first attacks. If you climb up his head and attack him before he moves, he will stay still and start firing eye lasers. If you wait on his head or don't make it up in time, he will start shaking his head around while firing eye lasers. For level 1, I'd suggest hitting his eye before he starts moving. This gives you a little more time to deal some damage. Once Tigerhead puts his mouth into the sand, you can get some air combos on the eyes. When his head comes back up, he's going to spit fire in a large cone. The only places you can avoid this are by his 6 sideburns or toward the exit of the arena. You can also dodge roll this, but I'd suggest not trying to be fancy. When he does this spit attack, he will also spit out some enemies, which will be stunned for a duration. This attack will stun any enemies caught in the area of effect. Tigerhead can spit out 3 different types of enemies: bandits, fat bandits, or air soldiers. Bandits will always come out first, followed by fat bandits. Once one eye is killed, he can start spawning air soldiers. This is one of the reasons I'd recommend trying to take out the eyes together. Because Tigerhead has 2 eyes, his HP bar is essentially 2 combined HP bars. Each eye has its own hidden HP bar that combines into the main bar that we can see with scan. Tigerhead has 1.5 bars of HP, so that means each eye has 0.75 bars. If you have scan, try to use this to your advantage and switch eyes before this point so that you can take them out together. Once one of his eyes is destroyed, he will spawn air soldiers, which are much more aggressive, as well as shake his head more often and more wildly. Just try to hold on for dear life, because if you fall off, you are as good as dead. An important note for this fight, especially on level 1, you can deflect his eye lasers. These lasers do about a combo's worth of damage each, so you can add a lot of damage if you can deflect them. Most of the time, if you are on the ground and deflect them, his big chin will block it, so deflecting them as they come out of the eyes is the most consistent way to deal damage. Unfortunately, this is really hard, so maybe just keep this in mind and try to get some accidental deflections. If you fall off the head at any point, you are very likely to die, but you can try to manipulate Tigerhead to your advantage. He only has 2 ranged attacks, eye lasers and the cone fire spit. From my experience, if you get some distance from him, he will try to spit fire at you, giving you time to get to his nose. His friends won't like that at all, and will try to mercilessly kill you though, so your best bet is to not fall off the head in the first place, which is hard. Best of luck to you on this fight. It is truly awful. It is my least favorite boss in the game. I hope you enjoyed the pain I had to endure for this video. Next up, we are going to do Jafar, one of my favorite fights. I hope to see you soon.